Why is hitting a baseball so hard? I ask this question because I've played baseball pretty much for my entire life, and seeing the other pitchers and being a pitcher myself, I can tell you that hitting a 75-mile-an-hour curveball that starts at your head and drops into the batter's box just to make you look silly they're not very easy to hit. But curveballs are not the only pitch a good pitcher can throw. They can also throw two-seam fastballs, four-seam fastballs, knuckleballs, sliders, things in that matter. But today I am just going to show you how to throw a two-seam fastball and a curveball. First, I'll be showing you how to throw a fastball. Now, while fastballs are mainly about speed, having some movement on a two-seam fastball is kind of crucial to your success and to throw your batter off balance. Now there's two kind of fastballs you can throw, which is a four-seam fastball, which is where your fingers are across the seams on the horseshoe, and a two-seam fastball to where your fingers are on the seams like so, adding pressure to it and keeping a little bit of space. Now what this two-seam fastball does is when you throw it, if you're right-handed, it tends to come into the batter's hands if it's a right-handed batter, and if it's a left-handed batter, it will come away from the left-handed batter's hands. Now, I'm no Clayton Kershaw, so I'm going to show you a video on what a good two-seam fastball is supposed to look like. The second pitch I want to show you is a curveball. Now, curveballs are all about their vertical movement. While two seams tend to be faster, a good curveball can be harder to hit due to its crazy movement. Here's an example of that now. There are multiple ways to throw a curveball, but I'm only going to be showing you one of those today, and that is by putting your middle finger and your index finger close together like this and on the outside, the right side of the horseshoe, and getting it pretty tight in there. Now, once you do this, you can't throw it just like a regular fastball, which is usually wrist forward, coming at it like this. It has to be thrown like you're karate chopping a board in half. So it's mainly the side of your hand in a downward motion. That fast downward motion causes the ball to spin and pick up rotation on the laces, causing it to have that vertical movement. Having a good curveball is key to the success of a good pitcher. If your curveball is too slow though, a batter can easily pick up on the rotation of the curveball, and if it picks up on the rotation of it, then he knows it's coming, which is not a good thing. You don't want them to know a curveball is coming. Now, but if you try to throw it too hard, it will act as more of a fastball and just go in a straight line instead of having that vertical movement on it. So you want to find a good medium, and that's where practicing comes in and things like that, to where you can really get down on how hard you need to throw it, where you need to place it, and when you need to throw it. Having both of these pitches be thrown at you without you knowing which one is coming next can make it extremely difficult to hit. Let's just say first an 80-mile-an-hour two-seam fastball is thrown at you and it tails into your hands. And then the very next pitch, a 75-plus-mile-an-hour curveball coming for your head just to dip into the batter's box at the last second, making you look pretty stupid, is thrown next. Now, there are obvious reasons, but you tell me why baseball is so hard to hit.